Cancer, hi. So this is going to be a reading for the month of May 2025. And I'll do the reading for you and then I'll close it off with a oracle card. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Cancer. Man, water signs are dealing with rough energies, but what's good about it is that y'all are handling it. Starting off the reading, you get the Knight of Pentacles. Slowly but surely, you're moving in a particular direction. It feels like the way you're moving is not necessarily slow, but the progress of whatever the hell is going on here seems to be slow, but it's not bothersome, even if it is. Okay, just moving along. Slowly but surely. Starting off the reading, you get the Ten of Swords crossed by the Ace of Cups. I kind of get the sense that you've lost... Did you? Somebody here is kind of losing hope. I don't think they lost it. I think they're losing it. In a particular situation, that things will work out in a particular situation. I do see a soul connection here. But someone's kind of losing hope. They're, like the final thread type of deal. In your focus, the Knight of Wands, your energy is super fiery here. If I wouldn't see anything out of this reading but this, I would be like, you're going out to parties, or I don't know what you're doing here, because it's like party all day and all. No, maybe not all night. You need to rest to party the next day. It's a nice energy. It's a fun energy. It's very fiery, as I said, very energetic and very passionate. So I don't know where you use it, but it's a nice energy. In the recent past, the sun, there's a lot of happiness there that's shown up. In your strength, you get the Queen of Swords. You're like, but we got to be responsible adults here too, right? Okay, so you're not partying all the time. Okay, so there is a sense of balance there. You keep it together. Okay, good. In the immediate future, the Three of Cups, there's a coming together here, or a coming back together. Beautiful energies, quite light, quite, nice. It feels nice. Supporting this reading, the Six of Cups, there's a soul connection here involved. The energy that surrounds you, and you may not be aware of it, the Hierophant. Why do I get this one as values? Someone's values, beliefs. They don't match. Do they match? They don't. They do. They're changing. I don't know. We shall see. In your hopes and fears, the Ace of Wands. Again, that whole party type of an energy, like, yeah, let's go, let's do this. You might be in a boost of energy of, wanting to go out all the time, or like eager, calling up all of your friends. Hey, do you have any plans tonight or tomorrow, or even next week? It's fine if it's not tonight, even though it would be nice to be tonight, but it's okay. Like that type of an energy. Yeah, it's fun. It's a little too much even for me as a fire sign. I'm like, whoa, hold on, put that fire down a little bit. But hey, if it's fun for you, then yeah. Queen of Cups for the potential outcome. All right. I mean, that's good. That's your energy. That's love. There's a lot of love in this reading. It starts off a little like, someone's losing hope here, but overall, this reading looks pumped up with a lot of great energy. But let's see where we're going underneath it all. Nothing. For the overall energy, for the Knight of Pentacles, you get the Hermit, the Four of Cups, the Ace of Swords. What did you do? Are you coming out from a hermiting type of an energy. Maybe that's why you got this. It's like an animal released in the wild, and now they don't know what to do with themselves after they've been caged for who knows how long. But it's looking like you're coming from a place of within, like you've been there hermiting for quite a minute, and now you're ready to go. It's like you released yourself into the wild, but you're ready to go. You seem to not be comfortable though with this energy, with this switch, because it's almost feeling like it's going from one extreme to another. You know, you're starting from a place of, you know, grounded, inward, not a lot put outward. And now it's like all you want to do is, again, call all of your friends and like do stuff. Is it the spring tone? Over here at least? I don't know. You seem to be a little, again, maybe a little uncomfortable, because it does seem like you're coming from a place in which you moved potentially quite slow, if at all, into wanting to go everywhere and do everything at the same time. So it's quite extreme, the switch here. It's a good switch. It's feeling nice, but you seem to be a little upset about it. For the 10 of Swords, you get the World card, the Empress, the Sun. You are giving me a sense of maybe a cycle did close at some point, and this is you coming out of it. Maybe it's just that. And if that's the case, then you're coming out of it in a fucking amazing way. These are great energies that you're showing me that you are aligned with, and it's like you're finding happiness in everything. For the Ace of Cups, you get the 10 of Pentacles, the 5 of Swords, the 3 of Wands. See, you're still being dragged by something here, because whatever this was that closed off as a cycle for you has to do with your stability. There's still a big chunk of you, actually, that is, on one hand, you closed off the cycle. On another, you're still hanging on to something in there that kind of holds you back a little bit. Maybe that's the slowness of it then. And I don't know. Very contrasting energies happening kind of at the same time for you, which is, I'm always super fascinated when that happens. But it could be exhausting at some point, because like it's a lot of energy of this and a lot of energy of this, and then they're together. You know, it could get that way. For the Knight of Wands, there we go again. For the Knight of Wands, you get the Hangman, the 9 of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles. I think you want to allow yourself to indulge in these energies that are coming, and it feels like you're hopping into spring, like you're part of nature as it blooms out all together or something. That's the energy I'm getting, like a burst of energy. And at the same time, I can kind of see you being like, okay, but with moderation. Like, I don't really want to go crazy here. I want to allow myself to feel all of this because it's fucking amazing. Who wouldn't? But at the same time, you know, I don't want to go overboard with it. Like, I want to keep myself grounded too in this. So that's where I see the contrasting energy. On one hand, you're feeling this burst of energy. On another, you're trying to ground that energy too, which can be difficult, yes. And it could be, and this is quite the boost of energy. I don't know where you're coming from, what you did, but for the Sun, you in the recent past, you get the 9 of Cups, the 10 of Swords, the Hierophant. Yeah. Could have been that it's like you're waking up from this lifelong dream. Something like that. Where you're showing me, hey, I thought that was happiness, but it wasn't. And now I know what happiness truly is, and I'm pursuing that. And it feels like you're reborn or something. Where, yeah, there's a sense of, you know, whatever place you're departing from or leaving behind here, values don't match anymore. Beliefs don't match anymore. You know, again, when you thought that that was happiness, yes, you could have said, hey, yeah, we're a match here. But now that you're in this new place, which I don't know where you brought this up, but I love it. Keep it, you know, it suits you. It's like perfect. I would wish this on everybody. It's like there's a lot of happiness here. But now that, you know, you're realizing that, hey, you know, there's a mismatch there in values and beliefs here too. Now, okay, let me see the Queen of Swords, the Six of Swords, the Temperance card, the King of Wands, and at the same time, again, you're killing me here with these contrasting energies, but it's duality playing out. That's why I love this, because I love duality when I see it, and I'm like, ooh, it's chasing one thing and then the other and then putting them together. You're saying, okay, you know, we got to keep it together though. Like, let's get serious about stuff, but not too serious, you know? So it's fucking funny how it shows up. Like, let's not forget to have fun though with it. Okay, yeah. I think you cover everything here. Because you're aware of both energies and you're like, okay, like that, but not too much like that. So again, everything in moderation for sure is the motto for this reading. For the Three of Cups in the immediate future, you get the Four of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups. This might be something new that pops in for you. There's definitely a coming together here with someone. There's a very matching type of a frequency here between you and whoever this is. It doesn't have to be romantic. It can be just about anything. It can be a new friendship developing. It can even be a new project or a job, or it doesn't have to be a person. Just remember that. But the energy, again, the frequency match between you and this other energy is on point, and it does feel like it's new. Carries quite the fresh energy there. Let me see the Six of Cups and the supportive energies. The Two of Wands, the Nine of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles. Oh, it is a soul connection that in the past, because it's been here for a while, apparently. But in the past, you might have said, mm-mm. Or they might have said, I don't know. Somebody said, mm-mm. No. Mm-mm. Okay. It wasn't a definite no. It was probably a no that contained a little bit of come back later. Because it is. Let's do the Hierophant. In the hidden energies, you get the Queen of Swords, the Magician, the Eight of Wands. See, that, yeah, you had quite the shift in your beliefs there and in your values, for sure. Because now you're showing up as, now I know what I want. And not only that, I'm going to go pursue it. Which implies a sense of, in the past, you thought you knew what you wanted. You know? You're coming in with such a, like a rebirth type of an energy. Like you're a newborn baby and you're going nuts here with it. You're enjoying it to the fullest with moderation. For the Ace of Wands in your hopes and fears, you get the Queen of Wands, the Seven of Cups, the Strength card. You need to take breaks sometimes. This energy is exhausting. It exhausted me. It's a freaking amazing energy. But even when the energy is great, it can still exhaust you. You know, this is a lot that's going on right here from an energetic standpoint. So you need to recognize when it's time to take a break, because I see you exhausting yourself here. You are so, again, you're like a kid in a candy store. I want that candy and that candy and that cotton candy and that too and that too and that. What do you think is going to happen? You know? You're going to exhaust yourself here. So you need to go back to the motto here with moderation. And rest from time to time. You're going to need it. I haven't seen a burst of such good energy in a very long time in a reading, like from all corners. I've seen this type of an energy and bursts of it, but like this is from every corner I look at. And then I keep on hearing with moderation. For the Queen of Cups in the potential outcome, you get the Chariot, the Judgment card, the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like you've discovered the secret to life, you know, figuring out that it's your own life. And happiness, you create it, you know, and your choices get to make your life, to create that. So this is that big conclusion to all of this, and it feels like you're in alignment not only with yourself, but with whatever the universe shows you along the way. And it's like, yeah, you're definitely running under this type of an energy, which is freaking amazing. I'm of no use here. Just to tell you, with moderation, that's it. Because again, even great energy, I know it doesn't make sense. I'm like, oh man, but we're all, you know, thriving for great energy, and when it comes, we need breaks. Yeah, because sometimes it can get intense, even in that. Energy is energy, you know, whether it's good or not so good. When it's so intense, we're gonna need some breaks. From the universe for you, as a final advice, the Nine of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords. You're on your own here. You're on your own. And again, giving me the sense of escaping something, escaping the zoo into the wild or something. That's kind of how this one feels. And again, coming in with the sense of confidence and understanding that now that you found this new openness, this new freedom, you can do with it whatever you choose. And apparently you are. And you're doing it in a great way. So, Oracle of the Unicorns. Trust. Leap into the unknown. Have faith and move forward. Believe you will fly. Now you're flying too? Come on. Come on, man. How many good things you got going on? Now you fly. Can you teach me how to fly? Your soul is calling on you to take a courageous leap of faith and launch into the unknown. You know deep down that you cannot stay where you are doing the same thing in the same way any longer. You know it is time for change. Talk about change. It is time to get out of your comfort zone, to expand and to explore. Yet, a part of you is hesitating. Fuck no. You feel as if you are at the edge of a cliff, not fully believing that when you take the leap, your wings will appear and you will soar. You may be putting off what you know you need to do. You may be avoiding things that scare you and making excuses to stay in your comfort zone. This winged horse wants you to know that she is here to support you, and it is safe for you to make this change. She reminds you that you have free will and you can make this choice. You can give in to fear, stay where you are, and never find out what else is out there for you, or you can have the courage and faith to take a risk. It is time to choose your dreams. Allow yourself to get excited about leaping into the unknown. Let go of control and choose a life of surprise. It is time to throw caution to the wind, be courageous and trust. When you are brave and take a leap, your wings will appear and you will soar. I think you have wings in this one. But anyways, that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time.